come and let us chit, maybe chat for a second too. There are certain things you need to know if you plan on traveling abroad, okay? If you plan on flying to other countries, there are certain etiquette tips that you need to know that I'm going to tell you right now. Hey guys, it's Monday, and I decided that I would do something a little bit different today. I'm going to give you a top 10 list. Yeah, I know, it's crazy and it's bizarre, but I'm going to do it. Why? Because I've got the cojones to do it. You didn't know I had them, did you? Well, I do. I've got them in bountiful amounts, okay? So, moving on. There are certain countries where certain etiquette is appreciated and sometimes even expected. If you do something wrong, you could end up paying for it. Okay, maybe not with your life, but you could end up paying for it. So clearly, we have to start off with number 1. I mean, what would be good about starting off with number 7? Nothing. So we're going to go with number 1 first. In Asian countries, it is customary for them to have rice and noodles in their diet. That's basically their entire diet. But in China, in China, when you're eating these noodles, you do not, and I repeat, you do not chop them in half. There is no chopping. None. No chopping. You eat them and you slurp them in full length, okay? You make a fool of yourself if you have to, but you do it. In fact, if you did chop your noodles in half, you would get a few dirty looks thrown your way. See me? See me? I got a dirty look here. That's a dirty look. Your way. Yeah, you just got that. To the Chinese, long noodles represent longevity, which makes sense. Their long noodles have a long life, and it's customary on your birthday to eat a big old bowl of noodles. You're going to extend your life by eating these noodles. You didn't know that, did you? Alright, I might have just made that up, but who knows? I've never seen a study done on that. So, if you're ever sitting around the dinner table and you start slurping your noodles up and you sucking them in, and all of a sudden your parents are giving you dirty looks because you're not chopping them in half, you look them right in the eye and you tell them, I am not going to disrespect the Chinese. Now, let's move on to New Guinea, okay? This one's a little bit of a reach, if you will, but nonetheless it is their customs, so who am I to question? Because they have it down the way they want it. In fact, if you hear little pitter-pattering around on a floor, that's my little dog. It does not know how to sit still. Do you, girl? No, you don't. But I digress. Yes, in New Guinea, as if that time of the month wasn't already enough to put an emotional rage over women everywhere, it goes a step farther. In fact, in New Guinea, women must take care to never break traditional taboo. You heard that? 'Cause I've heard that. Don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm doing it anyway. Technically, women down there in New Guinea, or over there in New Guinea, failed geography? What? Okay, in New Guinea, women on their cycle are actually viewed as being ill. Also, anybody who eats a meal prepared by a menstruating woman or food that she stepped over is believed to be destined for a horrible cough. Again, usually it's the husband, and usually they believe that he is destined for death. So, like I said earlier, yeah, don't you go down to New Guinea and eat you some food prepared by a woman doing her cycle thing, because you will then be marked for death. The freaking screaming banshees and dementors and Death Eaters, they will come after you. They will come after you until you die. But let's move on again. Next, you don't want to go Dutch. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying being Dutch is bad, but I am saying that in France and Russia, this is a taboo. In America, women like to be independent. And in fact, a lot of women would be thrilled to pay half the bill because it shows that they're working, that they're making an income, they're basically taking responsibility for their life, and they're doing what they need to do to survive. But, as I said, this is not for America, this is for France and Russia. And in France and Russia, it is customary for the man to pay for the entire date. In fact, you could get beat up for this. They might be like, oh, hey man, you're awesome. I like the way you treated your lady in there. And then all of a sudden, they take you around a corner, right? There's a dumpster there. And they beat you up, and then they throw you across the dumpster. And Ivan, or Francois, comes over, and he pulls your pants down. So I'm going to delete this part from the video because it could be too graphic. But you get the idea, right? You do. You do. You get it. Gonna get a little drinky poo. My little bit of drinky poo. Some women don't even take their wallets on dates because they know that the man is going to pay for everything. You know what? I was raised to always pay for everything when you take a woman out. You're supposed to show her a good time. You know what I mean? And it's customary in America. Though it's changing, it was technically customary for men to ask women out on a date. And if you're asking somebody out on a date, you should pay for everything. Because why would you ask somebody out and be like, you can't do that kind of stuff. So that should be a rule in America as well. You know, old-fashioned people are still this way today, and I thank God for it. But you know, like I said, there are women who are independent, who completely believe in themselves and want to do things for themselves, so they offer to split the bill, or they offer to take care of the whole bill. If this happens, you say no. You say, you cut it out. Cut it out. Get out of here with that nonsense. Yeah, you 90s kids, you know what I'm talking about. Cut it out. Do you like Italy? Maybe you've never been. Maybe you've only ever been to the Olive Garden, which is what us here in America, we have. Okay, there are some traditionalist Italian restaurants in America, but in order to more serve the people here and their customs, they've conformed some of their ways. But should you go to Italy, none of this will take place. You cannot ask the chef for more cheese, okay? You can't. You cannot do it. He's going to give you what he gives you, and you take it. You take it and you like it. On top of that, in Italy, why this is a rule, I have no idea, but they do not put cheese on seafood. Now, I implore all of you out there to tell me where you put cheese on seafood, because I've never heard that, and I will not hear it again. That is malarkey. And should you ask for more cheese, you will get not only a dirty look, but you may also get a brick thrown at your face. I'll tell you this, you ask for cheese, you better come with a friend, because they better be watching your back. And if somebody offers you food, the plate of food, if you can imagine it there, because I'm sure it would look great. It'd be steaming, and oh, it smells so good. But if they offer it to you, you politely decline. No, thank you. No, thank you. Then they're going to offer it again. Oh, yes, they are, because they're that kind of people. They're going to offer it again, and when they do, take that plate. Oh my gosh. And you enjoy that food that is about to envelop your mouth and lay waste to your taste buds. You eat it and you enjoy it. Next, we're going to move on over to Tanzania. Okay? This is a rule I can get behind. Alright? When you are invited for dinner or a celebration of some sort, because you know what? Let's be honest. Celebrations are up there. They are woohoo fun, okay? If you are invited to a birthday party or a wedding reception or whatever it may be, they're going to give you a specific time that this event starts, okay? And according to customs, You know what you do? You know what you do? You show up 15 to 20 minutes late wearing baggy clothing. Yeah, tell me how that's not great. No, you can't. You cannot tell me how that's not great, because it is great. Moving this train right along. If you're not on the train, you're off the train. Technically speaking. But that just means I'm not slowing down for you. We moved to Jamaica. Yeah, man. I shouldn't do that. I'm probably offending you if you're Jamaican. I'm sorry. In Jamaica, babies are not supposed to eat chicken before they can speak. Why? Why not eat chicken, do you ask? Well, I'm glad you did, because I'm going to tell you right now. Babies are not supposed to eat chicken before they talk, because it is believed that if they do, they won't talk. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh, that burns so bad. Wow. That was crazy. What was that? Finally, on our little trip, is actually many countries together that follow this custom, such as Africa, the Caribbeans, maybe even Muslims everywhere. They eat with their right hand. Yeah, you see what I did there? A little trickery. Threw up my left hand, and then I said my right hand. They eat with the right hand, and they wipe with their left hand. Now, I implore you to do the same thing if you are not a hand washer. Do you understand me? You eat and you wipe. Two separate hands. And not only that, but if you're going to be greeting somebody and shaking their hand, you know what you do? You use your right hand. You do not use your left hand. Get out of here, you. Look at that. It's gone. It's gone. Magic. Made it disappear. It's gone. No, I'm just kidding. It's right here. I got you there, didn't I? So these are just a few tips that I thought I could share with you guys in case you're going and traveling abroad to Chile or Chile. Damn you, geography. Tanzania, Italy, France, Russia, any of those things. Yeah, that should help you out there and at least get you started. If you have any other lists that you guys think I should do, please leave it in the comments. But if you like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it on your page. Let others see all this glory that is one video. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.